Hello everyone, I'm Nini FC from Blue Line TV. Change up the scenery a bit for this match review. I'm experimenting, hoping to do something different. Expect me to be posting more match reviews at the end of games, live in the stadium. But yeah, you guys, we lost 2-0 to Man City today. The Community Shield, a bit disappointing in that sense. But if you guys are watching me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. That is Blue Line TV, IGTV. Don't forget that, Blue Lines IGTV on Instagram. I'm going to be posting mini post and mid-game match reviews of the game. But yeah, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on this game, starting with the lineup now. You guys, I told you from how long that it's going to be the same lineup you've been seeing already beforehand. So that was always going to be the case. I'm not going to be surprised, to be honest. And it makes sense, with the back line especially. That's looking like it's going to be a first choice back line under Sarri. Now, it brings up interesting questions. I'm looking at that left-hand side with Alonso. I personally feel that Emerson suits it better. I think he's a better player with the pace and stuff. But in this match, I'll touch on that. I'll get down to that later on. But with that lineup, the back line, that's going to be the first choice lineup. And throughout the game, I felt that Luis and Rudiger played out very comfortably, and that's definitely one big positive from this game today. How easy it was for us to beat the Man City press and to play out and create chances. With Jorginho dropping deeper as well, to be like another passing option as well. It was quite good, I must say. Now, certain times, fullbacks now, this is why I'm stressing, it's good to have good technically attacking fullbacks who are good in possession. A few times, Aspi lost easy possession of the ball quite easily, which is kind of disappointing. Alonso too, when it comes to attacking in the final third, ain't really seen it just yet so far, which is kind of disappointing. For example, when I see Emerson playing with the Hudson-Odoi, you see him actually breaking the lines, attacking the spaces, getting to the byline. Hudson-Odoi can then go into the half space and play, and it's better form in that sense. And with Azpilicueta too, I guess, as I'm saying, easy possession of the ball being lost a bit too often, which is quite disappointing. It's going to be interesting to see if he can really adapt to playing as an attacking fullback. You guys can hear the noise behind me. Man City players about to lift the trophy. That's happening. Again, let's not get too emotional about it. There's circumstances, there's context. Man City have been playing under Pep for the third season right now. So it's natural and understandable that they're much further along in their process of playing as a team right now. We're not there just yet. We're going to get there. So no one should be getting reactionary. No one should be saying nonsense about this guy's not good enough, that guy's not good enough.
Manchester City that rings up at the FA Community Shield supported by McDonald's.
It's kind of funny. There's barely any Man City fans here. If you look, most of them have already been leaving. Now, why make all the efforts to come here to then leave before the team gets the trophy? But make it out what you will. Getting back to the match review, that distracting noise in the background. I don't really give two fucks about the Community Shield just yet. I've been saying process, context, they're much further along in their development. You guys, I've got to talk loud. I'm losing my breath a bit. That noise in the background. I'm praying it's going to come across well when the video is being rendered and recorded. But considering, positives in this game, we're playing out from the back very well. But a negative is we're not translating that into creating chances in the final third. A lot of the players, sideways passes to the left and the right. Now, we are playing pretty quickly from left to the right. The players getting switched a lot. But in terms of translating that to creating chances on goal, it's not working. But see Morata and Pedro, their movement wasn't too great. They weren't getting the runs either. And also the passes were midfield with guys like Barkley as well. I felt Barkley, again, a very safe performance where when it came to doing anything substantial in the final third, the play kept getting broken down and he wasn't finding anyone. Now, positivities were Hudson-Odoi looking very bright, looking very skillful, running at people, cutting inside, giving Kyle Walker problems down that side too. And you're seeing the confidence now. It was a bit disappointing to see him get subbed off for Willian. If anything, would have been great to see Pedro coming off, who I felt wasn't really providing much at all. But Hudson-Odoi will get more opportunities. You guys obviously that distracting noise in the background. Apologies for that. But yeah, it's going to take us a while to really get used to that final ball play. Now let's not forget, Kante ain't here. A few times Man City were able to beat the press quite easily through the middle. Fabregas isn't a Kante-esque player. Sarri isn't using Fabregas to press and win the ball, so no one gets stupid right now. When Kante comes, it's going to make a massive difference in terms of winning the ball back even quicker in the final third. When Hazard's here, the best player in the league, running at people, causing issues, the way he holds the ball, his creativity. Let's remember, the guy that plays on the left-hand side is like a playmaker on top of that. He's not a winger, he's a playmaker. He looks to play people in as well. Insigne at Napoli played 2,000 plus passes in the season. His assist record, his pre-assist record and his goal record were very good. Hazard is an upgrade to Insigne. He's going to provide even more when it does come down to doing stuff like that. So that's going to be a massive bonus when it does come down to doing that type of stuff. But yeah, that's another bonus. Morata, another quiet performance, wasn't too great. You guys, the window, you know, Martial, the talks are happening with him. You guys, tomorrow I'm going to be releasing the video on Martial. Make sure you don't miss that. We clearly need more attacking players to really make things translate even better. We're definitely missing out on that. It's not too great. And yeah, you guys, some substitutions coming on. Moses, not too sure about him playing as a winger. Tammy replaced. You guys, sorry for that Travis Scott switch up. Unfortunately, some of the audio quality just wasn't too great, so I've had to re-record just a few extra minutes of this match review. But as I was saying, you know, Tammy did replace Morata, and I personally feel, you know, it's difficult for the strikers, and it's just natural, you guys. It's we're in the baby steps mode right now. I'm seeing some, I have to be honest, some ridiculous comments coming from social media, and it's just typical of, you know, reactionary opinions that happen every single time. It just gets a bit boring, in my opinion. You guys, as I've been saying already, it's the third season playing under Pep Guardiola. Now, Sarri's just come. It's a completely different style of football. It's literally like, you know, we were defending before under Conte, playing without the ball. Now we're playing with the ball and using a high pressing line as well. It's completely different. It's going to take time. The key players aren't there. Hazard's not there. Kante definitely isn't there. And, you know, just more observations you have to realise too with the back line. They haven't really played together at all. Now, the first time we saw these guys play together was for about 55, 60 minutes against Arsenal. Then they played together again. You guys, that's literally 1.5 games they've played together, which isn't enough time at all to get used to a new defensive structure. Now, I know that, you know, as I was saying, you know, I felt the criticism with Alonso is justified. And I kind of do feel with Azpilicueta as well, because, you know, when you do play on the right-hand side, when teams are looking to, you know, close you down, you're a man short. So you need to be better technically in those positions. And we did see Azpilicueta struggle quite a lot when it comes to that. Normally, he's always had support around him when it comes to these things. But again, you guys, as I'm saying, you know, it doesn't mean that he can't improve and get better when it comes to this aspect of his game. Alonso, I'm not too sure, you know, as I was saying in this review too, he just doesn't attack enough or get to that byline, which I don't think he stretches the play enough, in my personal opinion, or creates the overlapping runs. But I mean, one thing you have to realise is, when you play as a defence, it's not about having 4 amazing defenders playing together. That means you've got a great defence. Defending's all about, you know, relationships, and it's a partnership. Now, as I kept seeing throughout the game, a lot of times the back 4 weren't keeping in line together. And you guys who watch my videos, that's one thing that Sarri stresses upon a lot. He wants that back line to be compact together and keep their shape. And throughout the game, they weren't really keeping their shape. I see times so Rudiger, who I'm always criticising his positioning, he's always stepping out when he doesn't need to. I think with Marcus Alonso and Azpilicueta as well. Alonso, you're definitely seeing him struggle for pace, and I mean, he doesn't have that protection too as well. It does make a big difference. I mean, you've got to realise, you know, under Conte, with our deep defensive structure, so many men in our own half as well to support each other, it's easier to defend as a unit. But, you know, when you do play this style under Sarri, you do have to play as an individual when it comes to certain moments, and we definitely saw a few players struggle when it came to that aspect. And you know, you guys know me, I think Emerson should be the guy starting. But remember, you know, the back 4 will be getting better when it comes to defending as a team. They haven't played in a back 4 with each other, and it takes time to understand what they need to do. Kante's going to come back. He has to get used to the system. Hazard needs to come back and get used to the system. All I see is positives going forward, to be honest. But seeing how comfortable, as I'm saying, we are playing out from the back very smoothly. You know, we're beating opposition pressure quite easily as to. I thought that was the best thing we did today. You know, we were really bypassing Man City's pressing quite a lot. Now,
You guys, I'm talking about the first 60 minutes. Yeah, it's natural we got tired. You know, we're not fully fit. It's still pre-season. Of course, some interesting observations too I have to make. Not to see Ruben. A bit disappointing at the same time his development isn't there in terms of, really playing, in the system and getting used to things. So I understand. Emerson was surprised to not see him on the bench, in my personal opinion. I've been saying this. I kind of feel that Sarri will realise a bit too late that maybe Marcos Alonso isn't the guy on the left-hand side because he doesn't really provide anything. But yeah, I know it's disappointing to lose. But you have to understand, we're trying to do things differently. We're trying to do a process. If you guys remember, when Sarri first joined Napoli, they were poor in their first 7 games because it took a while. What have all their players been saying? Koulibaly, and especially patience. He told the Chelsea fans to have patience, trust the process. You guys, that's the title of this match. If you trust the process, it's the title for a reason. We have to keep the faith. No more ridiculous reactionary opinions. I feel that a lot of us should be more developed now with our thoughts, I can't lie. And, only better things are only be coming. There's so many more positives, signings, our best players coming back as well. And when that happens, and when they play in the system more, we're going to start making more sense of our attacking transitions. And once that comes, you guys, we're looking like a very frightening prospect.
Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching today's match review. I hope you enjoyed the new format. I'm going to be looking to do more of it in the future. Thanks for watching. I'm Nini FC. This is Blue Lines TV. Remember, add me on Instagram, Blue Lines IGTV. Follow me on Twitter as well. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.